So let's be honest for a second. Most loop transition tricks have been done 1,000 times. You've probably seen the same ones all over YouTube. But in this video, I'm showing you 3 loop transition mixes that I'm confident you haven't seen before. My name is DJ Blakey and I'm a former DMC champion and pro DJ with over 20 years experience. And the goal with this video isn't just to give you some new DJ tricks. It's to get you thinking differently about what's possible when you really push the creative side of DJing. So let's get into it. So for today's video, we're going to be using the DDJ Groove 6 controller from Alpha Theta. This is a pretty new controller, and I think over the next few years, this is going to go on to be one of the most popular DJ controllers out there. It's got the CDJ 3000 style layout with built-in beat effects, which is great, and it's just really nice to DJ on, and it's built really well. And you can do some really cool loop transition mixes using the Groove 6. Now, very quickly, before we get into the loop transitions, let's take a listen to the tracks that I'm going to be using today. So the first track is Super Styling by Danny Bird and Sigma. And we're really going to be using this vocal right here. Now here on the DDJ Groove 6, you've got a stems pad mode right here. So let's go to the stems pad mode and I'm going to take out everything but the vocal. And it sounds really clean. Now there's a specific part of the vocal that I'm going to be using for 2 of these transitions. That piece of vocal is right here and I need to set a 4-beat loop. So I can go into the beat loop pad mode by holding shift and pressing beat jump. And if I press this pad right here, it will set a 4-beat loop inside Serato. Now let me show you the part of the vocal that I'm going to set that loop on. Everywhere we got them love the vibes we are bring, the vibes we are bring, the vibes we are bring. You're going to hear that loop a few times in this video, but I'm going to do some pretty creative stuff with it. Now the first loop transition trick that I'm going to be doing uses beat jump. So if I press play on this loop that we've got right here, these pads right here are the beat jump pads. So this pad right here will jump back 32 beats, and this pad right here will jump forward 32 beats. But the really cool thing is that Serato will keep that 4-beat loop playing, and if I jump back 32 beats, then it will loop a 4-beat section 32 beats before. Now that sounds a little bit complicated, but it isn't when you see it in action. So right now the 4-beat loop is playing this part of the vocal, but listen to what happens when I jump forward 32 beats. Let's go back again. And now if I go back 32 beats, take a listen. So by using the beat jump pads, we can change up the vocal whilst it's playing. And you can get super creative with this. So let's take a listen to my beat jump loop transition. Enter in the dance, plug it in and we begin. Crowd up in the center, they watch for the rhythm. Watch the way we drop it in a mix timing. Rise and amplifying when we come in with the swing. Enter in the dance, jungle music, it a spin. Crowd up in the center, them a ride the rhythm. Ride up on the rhythm till the early morning. Cause everywhere we got them love the vibes we are bring. 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 Now, one of the main reasons that I built my Creative Open Format DJ course was because I was getting tired of seeing DJs with a ton of potential just playing it safe. They had all the tools, but no real direction. My course is exactly what I wish I had years ago. Something that could actually guide you into finding your own style of DJing. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in, then feel free to click the link in the description where you can check out more about the course. Okay, for the next loop transition, I'm going to introduce some scratching. And this scratched loop transition uses the same part of the vocal, again, on a 4-beat loop. Everywhere we got them love the vibes we are bring, the vibes we are bring, the vibes we are bring. Now what you can do is you can use the left and right arrows here to halve or double the length of the loop. Take a listen. The vibes we are bring, the vibes we are, vibes we are, vibes, 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 vibes. And when you get really low, it essentially creates a tone. So I'm going to set a loop on that piece of vocal, and I'm gradually going to make the loop shorter and shorter, and then I'm going to start scratching up the tone that it creates. I'm also going to apply some reverb to that scratched tone, and I'm going to have the beat value set to 1, and I'm going to play around with the level depth to create new sounds. I'm also going to use the low pass filter right here. I always like to use the filter and a little bit of effect just to change up the sound that's being created. Otherwise, it can start to sound a little bit static. The scratches that I'm going to be doing for this transition are the transformer scratch, which is where you rest your thumb against the crossfader and you use your index finger and your middle finger to tap the sound on and off. The other scratch technique that I'm going to use is called the crab scratch. The crab scratch is where you use 3 fingers to turn the fader on and off very quickly. Much like the transformer scratch, your thumb constantly keeps the fader closed and you use your ring finger, middle finger and index finger to brush them against the fader and turn the fader on and off quickly 3 times. The great thing about this transition is you can move the fader however you like. And if you prefer, you can even use the up fader to cut the sound instead. So let's take a listen.
Enter in the dance, jungle music, it a spin. Crowd up in the center, them a ride the rhythm. Ride up on the rhythm till the early morning. 'Cause everywhere we got them love the vibes we a bring. The vibes we a bring. The vibes we a bring. The vibes we a vibe, we a vibe, we a vibe, we a vibe, 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 vibe,
Most DJs never move past just mixing the same tracks in the same way, because they think they're being creative, but really they're just rotating the same 10 tricks. That's exactly what my creative open format DJ course is designed to break. It's about unlocking the part of DJing that most tutorials just ignore. How to actually mix and sound like you. If that's something you're interested in, then check out the link in the description to my full course. And for our final transition, we're going to be performing a polyrhythmic loop transition mix. This one is a little bit out there, but when done right, sounds incredible. And it will allow you to transition between 2 completely different genres and different BPMs. So here on the right deck, I've got a house track and I need to set a 3-beat loop. Now, unfortunately, there is no option to set a 3-beat loop. You can see right here, you've got 2 beats or 4 beats, but we need 3. But you can set a manual loop in Serato, so therefore it's actually quite easy to do. Let me show you. So here in the loop pad mode, you can set a manual loop by using these in and out buttons right here. So I want to set a 3-beat loop from this part of the track. And to do that, all I need to do is go back to the start of where I want the loop to begin. So it's right there. And then if I press the in button and then let the track play, so you can see right here that Serato is waiting for us to press the out button to end the loop. Now, fortunately, we can use the beat grid inside Serato to help us with this. So right here, this line that has the number 97, that is the first part of the beat grid. And now this next line right here, that's 1 beat. This next line right here is 2 beats. And this line here is 3. So all we need to do is move the playhead position to that line and then press the out button right here. So now we've set a 3-beat loop. Let's take a listen. Now that might sound like a really strange loop for now, but trust me, this is going to work. Now you can see right here that Serato now thinks the track is running at 169.6 BPM. Now, because the drum and bass track on the other deck is 175, let's move the pitch slider until we get to 175. And now, believe it or not, these 2 tracks will mix together. Now, the great thing about a transition like this is you can seamlessly mix from house into drum and bass. And when done right, trust me, it really works. So let's take a listen.
Showtime is for your spirit and your mind. Showtime. Enter in the dance, plug it in and we begin. Crowd up in the center, they watch for the rhythm. Watch the way we drop it in and mix timing. Rise and amplifying when we come in with the swing. Enter in the dance, jungle music it a spin. Crowd up in the center, them a ride the rhythm. Ride up on the rhythm till the early morning. Cause everywhere we go, them love the vibes we a bring. Just set up the microphone, we all harmonizing. Ravers, them a scamp, we all synchronizing.
So if you've made it this far, then you're clearly the kind of DJ who doesn't want to sound like everyone else. These 3 loop tricks are just a taste of what's possible when you start getting creative behind the decks. My full course is packed with tricks and transitions that will help you build your own unique style, no matter the style of music that you're mixing. If you want to take your learning deeper, then check out the full course down in the description. Now, if you want to see more looping tricks, then I recommend this video by me right here, where I show 3 levels of loop transitions, going from basic to completely insane. I also break down exactly how I made them.